Hello everyone, what's up, what's new, and what's brackin'? I'm Richard Schertzer, and today I'm going to be reviewing a long-lost Walt Disney film, but I certainly remember it, Dinosaur. Yes, this Disney movie. I used to watch this Disney movie all the time as a kid. I think my mom said I used to watch this 200 times or so, but anyway, let's get into it. So the film starts off when a giant Carnotaurus causes a stampede and an egg gets separated from his mom, the egg being the protagonist, and we see this egg pull I guess it pulls like the feather from the Forrest Gump movie, where it just kind of goes everywhere and anywhere. And it lands in a lemur's island, and the lemurs raise the egg and the baby iguanodon as their own, and they call him Aladar. However, fast forward a couple years, and the lemur island is wiped out, along with a lot of other stuff, by a giant asteroid or meteor shower. And Aladar and his family are forced to leave and try to find this place called the Nesting Grounds with another small herd of dinosaurs that they travel with. Now, I know this movie gets a lot of hate for its generic plot, and yes, saying the plot out loud is kind of generic, but good lord, you cannot deny the visuals. You cannot deny the visuals. You cannot deny what they look like. It's just amazing to see this, such like visual majesty in this film. It's almost like, I remember when I was a kid and I used to think, is this a documentary? Is this a documentary? And I will admit that some of the humor may not stick or sit well, or it might be for like low tier, lowest common denominator people, but this movie really was incredible. This movie really was incredible to look at, and it's like much like The Lion King. It was just incredible to look at. I had fun watching this film. I had fun looking at this film, knowing that this movie was funded by Walt Disney Pictures, and knowing that the filmmakers put so much work and so much effort and time into every single detail, and the fact that they actually shot on location, which probably helped save money, is just a wonder in and of itself. I mean, it kind of makes you wonder how they made this film. It really is magnificent. The skin of the animals and the dinosaurs just look so realistic. Admittedly, the dinosaurs look a little bit more realistic than the lemurs, because I guess the lemurs have more human-like qualities. I mean, the dinosaurs have human-like qualities too. They talk, and they don't have soulless eyes. But given that the lemurs have 2 arms and 2 legs, and they stand up straight like lemurs, it does give off a little bit of uncanny valley vibes. I'm not gonna lie, but I don't know. This was a movie that I really enjoyed, and it really amps up the tension, because Disney was so entrenched in princess and prince films, and they were so embroiled with that type of content and those types of films, that seeing this movie and looking at this film and even watching it again and again and again, it looks like it doesn't even feel like a Disney movie. It's so action-packed and cool. So that's why I say Disney really took a few good chances with this film right here. And I give credit where credit is due. They really gave it a good shot, and it really worked out. It's just a shame that there were no sequels, there was no prequel, there were no follow-up films, there was no spin-off. And the animation company that made this movie, I believe it's called Secret Labs, shut down some time ago, which is kind of saddening. But it was just really, it's really nice to watch a film with such nostalgia and grandeur. Like it's one of those films that you can sit down and, I'm not gonna lie, it is pretty dark. It can be frightening. There are a lot of intense action sequences. Like, I think a Carnotaur is actually dragging another iguanodon and briefly eating him alive. Those are one of the things I didn't notice until I was older. But yeah, this is Disney in its darker stages, and I love the hell out of it. I really, really do. Because I really was getting tired of Disney just doing the happy-go-lucky animated films, and I wanted them to do more CGI work. And if they did more CGI dark CGI work, like Dinosaur, it would have been a really different turn for Disney. I'm not even gonna lie, but again, there was no sequel, prequel, or follow-up. And again, it sucks, but I think maybe that's a good thing. Maybe that's a good thing that there was no follow-up to this movie. Because if they had made a franchise out of it, it wouldn't have been special like it is now. And this film holds a very, very special place in my heart. Like, not just visually, and not just the fact that it has an amazing voice cast, no, but the fact that it's just so nostalgic and near and dear to my heart. And maybe I'm biased. Maybe I am biased because I've seen this so many times as a kid, and I just wanted to talk more and more about it and appreciate it, because I don't think it gets the appreciation that it gets. I mean, it is a giant lizard of a film, but it's really lovely to look at. And I'm just happy that I was born during a time when this movie actually exists, and I could watch it on VHS. So I guess much like the Lion King remake, I'll give this a 9 out of 10. But let me know what you guys think in the comments.